So, Minecraft today. What am I thinking I'm going to be doing? What am I doing for today? What am I doing? We might be digging a hole off stream. I did complete the this beacon. Now we do have it completed with this stuff. The diamond, which I'd rather swap out with the emerald. I can probably really quickly get those emerald blocks just by chopping down a couple of trees that I've planted. Well, we'll be able to do like 5. So I might go and do that real quick. We'll chop those down and get the emeralds themselves. But yeah, we're going to be digging that hole. I want to finish digging that hole and then we'll start building the actual device. Also, in the process of digging that hole, I'm hoping we're going to get all of the redstone we're going to need to be able to build and finish the rest of the sugarcane farm. So that's completely, utterly, 100% done and looking good too. So that means that we need green stained glass, because I'm pretty sure that that's what I was going to do with it. I was going to kind of like do a... was I going to do green and lime? I think I was going to do green and lime stained glass, so then we have like kind of like a fog effect going all the way down. We've already got the green stained concrete for the redstone that will be visible, or at least the circuits that will be visible, and then we can maybe do the lime stained concrete for the bottom, for the actual bottom. Oh, have they got another wicket? No, they haven't. That was earlier today. Sorry, I got excited. Not allowed to be excited about cricket. Okay, we're not allowed. Just in case you're wondering what I'm on about with the cricket, the ashes is on. It represents the death of English cricket. It's a big thing in cricket. I like, hence the hat right there. It's on right now, and England are actually doing quite well. They weren't yesterday morning when I was, or yesterday afternoon when I was watching. They were doing quite bad, but they managed to turn it around towards the tail end of the batting order. And now they've been bowling all morning and they've managed to get 3 wickets, which I realise nobody cares about. Nobody cares about cricket here, right? But yeah, no, they've managed to turn it around, so that's good. Where's my... no, you know what? This is fine. This is fine. I don't have my hoe. And I don't have my, whatchamacallit, to get my hoe, my, whatchamacallit, to get my hoe. So yeah, the plan of action today is to start, to finish off the, or at least start the finish of the thingamabob, the sugarcane farm. That's what I mean. Words today, I might be struggling with words, okay? Yeah, come on. I'm on the wrong bit of the tree, but this is okay. And yeah, if you wonder why I'm vacantly looking off to like one side at times, it's because I do have the cricket in the background. Which, you know, I don't normally do when I'm streaming. I tend not to. I tend to like have all distractions off. I don't normally have like sporting stuff on, but do you know what? I think it's fine. I think I can multitask. I think it'll be okay. I don't think it'll detriment anything whatsoever, ever, right? Like, it'll be okay. It'll be fine. How many do we have? Not very many bushes and stuff, but I do want to go and get the the hoe so that we can start getting through these bushes a little bit faster. Oh, piece of bone meal. I'll take that. I think I'm going to start turning bone meal into white dye because I'm going to need the lime stain for the glass. Something that we will need to start doing as well is purchasing glass itself for the build, and I need to make sure that it's all spaced correctly so that we know the exact level that because we're building it from the ground up and we've already got a layer right on the top, so the top layer is already done, so I want to make sure that it all is lined up correctly. And that should be alright. That should be fairly easy for me to do. I just need to like do my measurements and get that right. You know, what could possibly go wrong with with me doing measurements? I will just make sure I do them like 3 or 4 times. Just make sure I get them right. I've got so much stuff in here. Oh, by the way, I found like 3 blocks of gold. You know, yesterday when I was last stream when I was trying to how's it going? Last stream when I was trying to find as much gold as I could, I found 2 more blocks of gold, which I never placed on the. I used my diamond blocks instead of the gold blocks. I'm an idiot. That's a fair bit of time. 7 years. That means that I've effectively been streaming for obviously for longer than 7 years. That is that's quite a lot. It's quite a while. That's a large amount of my life. There we go. We'll do that. We'll replace the valuable diamond blocks. That's kind of what I'm aiming to do anyway. I don't really want to be using diamond blocks in this thing. And in those 7 years, you have sent 44 messages. I know that's not an accurate number, but that's what it tells me on the. That's what it tells me when I click on your name. How's it going, my dude? What have you been up to? Yeah, not really active on Twitch. I'm aware. Don't worry about it. I'm not holding that against you. I just find it. It's a humorous fact, right? It's not a fact either because they only started counting the messages in like 2020. So it's like, you know, it's like that's not really a true representation of a 7-year growth. So it really is only counting like the last couple of years. And no, I never like want to. I just got out of the army 2 days ago. Nice, well done. Congratulations. After 11 months of service. It's a very difficult thing to do. Well done, sir. Dun, 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 dun. I love this music. This music's so good. But yeah, either way, that stat that I just read out isn't a true representation. I know that, you know that, we all know that. I'm just glad it's over. Hey man, anything like that, that's it's not an easy thing to do. It's mandatory in your country, yeah. I think there's quite a few like European countries that have mandatory service, like 11-month service at like a certain age or something like that. It's usually like a year's worth of training or you know, basic training, something like that is mandatory. It's not mandatory in the UK, so I've never done it. And yeah, there we go. I've got 2 diamond blocks left in that, so hopefully should be able to get through that fairly quickly. Right, yeah, so plan of action today, I'm gonna finish that whole, I don't know how far I want to go down. I'm thinking I would like at least 10 layers of that, which means I need to go down like 70 blocks, because I think it's like 7 blocks tall, the farm. So I would like 10 layers, but I'm also tempted to like go all the way down to bedrock and do it from there, which would be ridiculous. Like, I'm never gonna use that much sugarcane, but maybe it's a flex. And I like doing flexes like that, so maybe I will go all the way down, but then obviously we've got to go through all of the deep slate as well. That being said, it's always going to be, that's a useful resource to gather anyway, so digging out a hole like that is, you know, potentially a good thing in the long run. I'll probably use the resources in some way. It's that, or it's going to go into a big chest at some point. It's going to get lost into a big chest, I should say. Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, I'm not really that active on Twitch either. Other than streaming, I tend not to be overly active on Twitch. It's nice to boot up every once in a while just to have a chit chat with people, but yeah, that's kind of how I use it. I'm not a rigorous chatter or twitcher. Is that the correct word? I don't even know. You're from Estonia? Basic training was 1.5 months. Next is getting CNC license till I did military police stuff. Nice. I think I knew you were from Estonia. I think you've mentioned it before. Politically tough spot to live at the moment. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Definitely have, yeah. I will have all of the wood. Give it to me. At some point, I wouldn't mind getting like a lot of beacons. But I will need the, I think I'll need the emeralds. I think I'll make the beacons out of emeralds themselves until I get a iron farm. Like, emeralds is definitely the easiest way of going. Oh, hello there. It worked! It did it! It did it! Nice. Well, I don't have to sleep through thunderstorms, actually, anymore, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because it's annoying. And because Optifine... at least I don't think Optifine is a thing. Maybe should have checked that, actually, this morning. No, it's not. Oh, wait, no, there is a preview version for 1.20, but not 1.20.1, which is what I'm currently running. So, there is not a preview version for that, so no Optifine until they kind of catch up. Which means I have to deal with the raindrops and not being able to zoom in when I hit my zoom in button. How much have we got through on this? I never actually got my hoe, which is annoying. was nice catching up. You're gonna go and work out. See ya. Okay, no worries. Thank you, RT. Thanks for stopping by. And congratulations. You're welcome around anytime. I can hear my neighbors through my microphone using their angle grinder. I can't hear it from outside, but I can hear it through the microphone, so... Yep, it's definitely there. So it's obviously getting picked up by my microphone and I'm hearing it through my ears, but my headphones kind of are noise cancelling, so it's really bizarre. Makes me sound like I'm making the angle grinder sound. Or like the angle grinder is only being used when I'm being quiet. It's bizarre. Right? So like when I'm talking I can't hear it, but when I go silent for like a little bit I can hear it. And it's like my neighbors are trolling me. It's weird. You guys probably can't hear it. I think the music's probably masking it for you, but I can because I'm sensitive. You might, I mean, you might be able to if you really focus on it. If you know what you're listening for. Wait, no, there's a thing there. We need to get that. Otherwise it will leave the trees. Still didn't get my hoe, did I? No. Ooh, I'm hungry. I just realized I was really hungry. I've only had like a burger, breakfast burger this morning. When I say breakfast, it was more like a brunch. It was like 11 o'clock. But I mean, it was nice. It just obviously didn't really fill a hole. So I probably will have a short stream. If I'm hungry, I'll need to go and deal with that. The thing is, I don't really have anything in the fridge that I can just like snack on. So, oh no, I do have some snacks actually. Okay, well I know what I'm having in a minute. So if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm just replacing 2 diamond blocks with emerald blocks. So I'm just getting, to get the emeralds, I'm just mining a little bit of wood just for that completion. I'm gonna get rid of these saplings as well because we've got so many jungle saplings. Now it's kind of unfunny. It's kind of unfunny. Dun, 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 dun. Here, let's trade out the emeralds then. Yeah, I should probably use these levels as well at some point. We need to do some enchanting. Well, I wanted to get looting on the last of my swords and then we can switch out to something else, right? Also, the fact that I have this here is interesting, but I never seem to use it. I need to probably take out all of that redstone at some point. I forgot that that was there. What was I doing? I was having a look about this diamond sword to see if we can get looting on the diamond sword. I want looting 3 on the diamond sword. Not looting 2. It's got to be looting 3. So in order to do that, we're going to go on a enchanting spree. Smite, not worth it. Wait, does the sword that I want to enchant have Smite 5? Or is it just a Smite 4 sword? It is Smite 5. Okay, yeah, we don't need it. Bane of Arthropods, rubbish. I should keep doing this until I get the actual looting that I want. Oh my goodness, Bane of Arthropods 5 though. That's the first time I've ever seen a Bane of Arthropods 5. But all of the Bane of Arthropods, it's usually 4, right? It's usually Bane of Arthropods 4 that you get in your enchanting. I don't think I've ever seen sharpness 5 in my Smite 4. You see, it's usually like Smite 4 and then you... So, I guess that was a really rare enchant. Knockback. Holy mother of God, I would have thought I would have got it by now. Yeah, level 5 enchant is a very small chance. Yeah, that's... It just sucks that it was a really crap one. Bane of Arthropods. Knockback. Okay, I've run out of freaking lapis. Also, hey Sign, how are you? What have you been doing? I'm about to run out of levels as well at this rate. I want looting 3. Nothing! Come on now. Like, I don't think I've ever had a looting 3 enchant. I know it's possible. I know it's possible, but I've never had one, at least on this save. I mean on this save, I have had one. It's... Do you know what? I'm not gonna lie. It's probably just easier just to get a looting 3 book from a villager, but I quite like doing, like, the enchants on this save, because I just haven't... I'd never... like, as soon as you've got all the villagers, there's no point in having an enchanting table. Like... Oh my god, this is so annoying. You're just chilling today? Another Bane of Arthropods, for goodness sakes. Unbreaking 3. Knockback 2, useless. Bane of Arthropods 4. They really want me to have a Bane of Arthropods sword, don't they? Sweeping Edge, rubbish. The thing is, I'll get a looting 3 sword, right? And then I'll get the bonus enchant of, like, sharpness, which I don't need. I'm breaking 3 again. Am I gonna cycle through all of these levels before I get a looting 3? God, I haven't even seen, like, any form of looting. Smite 4? Jesus Christ. What are the odds on a looting 3 sword in the enchanting table? Just out of interest. It surely can't be that difficult. Finally! Okay, so we want that one. I've I'm back down to 7 levels though, so we will do that. 7 levels. I was wondering if I could get to 0 levels before it would pop, so there we go. We'll do that. We'll get it slowly. I do need a couple more emerald blocks. So let's trade some of our sticks that we've got with us. We'll get the last 2 emerald blocks that we need for the beacon, which is already, in fact, we've already got the haste 2, but I just don't want to really be using the diamond blocks that I've put in. Don't even know the highest level of enchant since a mod raises it. I see. So basically you cheat. I know that really annoys people when I say that mods are cheating, so that's why I like to throw that line in there. I'm not bothered about sleeping. I've got 12 levels at the moment, so I'm not gonna like grind out the levels right now. Instead, we're gonna grind out the hole. It's modded with super strong mobs. I knew. I know. I just like being the dick. Here we go. Let's go and put the diamond blocks away. We are no longer using the diamond blocks in our beacon. Eventually, I wouldn't mind taking out all the iron as well and putting in the emerald blocks too, but I can't be bothered right now. I love this. I love this track. It's so good. Okay. At some point I will need to heal my silk touch thing, but oh my goodness, it's so good. Right. We need to plan how far down we're going with this, don't we? Yeah, let's measure first before we start cutting. Let's measure. Seeing an Enderman is one thing. Can't see if he wears a weapon or so. Then he hits me with a diamond axe with sharpness. So what's the highest point that our stuff goes? Technically here. However, am I actually digging out the hole underneath that? I'm not actually digging out the hole underneath that. Maybe we should. I mean, this is the bit that's like really stacking, right? Like that bit there. I am actually digging it out, look, aren't I? Yes. So we are digging out the hole that side. I don't want to be on that level, I want to be on this level. Let me have a look. And we are digging it out that side too. Okay. Oh, no, no. Did that disrupt anything? No. I need to remember that I've got water in there as well. Okay. So it does go all the way back there. So technically, the highest point is that bit there, because we've got to have that as an air block above. But where that is, I don't think that really matters in the grand scheme of things. I think the highest point is actually the observers. That's why I couldn't put that in there. So the highest point is the observers. I guess the lowest point is the block underneath the train, the tracks, right? Negative. There is a redstone block under there. But is the one above? Hold on. There isn't one above, so that is... Oh no, there is. This is quite difficult to see. So on this line here, that's where the observers are. On that line. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So it is 7 tall. And those actually... Could I make this so that we can have the observers there in between? Is that going to affect that redstone? Ugh. So it might actually only be 6 tall instead of 7. I need to recreate this tile here in creative so that we can stack it and see if it will affect, because I can't visualize it right now, because I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I think we do need that 7th layer. So I want to kind of like build 3 wide stack, build it in creative, and then build one on top with like a 6th layer thing, and then one on the other side with a 7th layer, and then we can figure out how far down we're going. So if it's 6, then that's great. That means we can get more in. If it's 7, then, you know, it's going to affect where we start building them anyway. So let's get... I'm going to go lime. We'll start on that level there. So we have, let me think how to build this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I'll do like a mock version there, and then we'll do over this way 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then wait, hold on, that's 7, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. So this one is the 6. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Okay, so that's that. Now, so the top part is always the observer, so let's get the... This might be on the fly building here. So just bear with me while I'm doing this. Then we need the... It's just a regular piston. We will put in the... I think... Yeah, I think I do it like that, right? So that just... I mean, that powers the farm, and then on that we have the redstone lamps, which is the thing that we're also lighting. So that's the extra redstone that we have going. Where is the redstone lamp? And then... Oh, I can never remember how I do this. I need to have this... Oh yeah, no, it's powered by the I remember. It's powered by the whatchamacallit, dirt. Not the dirt. I know what I mean. I need a stair. And then it is a detector rail. Now, obviously, this is not going to be a working model, but it is... it is at least something. Rail. That bit here, this is where the comparator goes. Is that right? No, I feel like that isn't aligned correct. I think I do... Maybe I offset the torches, the redstone dusts. So maybe it's kind of like this. So it was offset. We can have a better look in a sec, but... And that goes into, and then it'll just be a redstone torch system to power or to unpower those. So that probably goes to Now I would have more than likely done it like this, maybe. I legitimately cannot remember, actually. Oops, no. No, because I couldn't have done it like that because I can never remember. Probably powered. That maybe. I need to relook. I need to relook at the what's it, because I can't remember how I did the lighting now. Okay, yeah, so it's the lights are directly underneath the observers. There's only one, and I did do it this way. Okay, cool. That makes sense. So I was correct. I just wasn't correct with the lamps being there. That's how I did that. And then when yeah, so then that one would probably go here and do that, right? So that's kind of like the powering system I'm actually going to do. Just a little bit extra there, just so that I've got that as a reference. And then I kind of like know. So there we go. We've done like kind of a small little thing, right? And then with the sugar cane, but this is all of I know, I just washed out half of it. Just plug those holes there, kind of thing. Okay, so that's kind of what we've got. I realized I washed out like half of my redstone, but it's fine, don't worry about it. So that's the system. Right, now let's replicate it because I want to build this in layers. I know I'll have the space around the back for the additional stuff here. I guess another concern is the pickup collection system, because each layer is going to have its independent collection system. I'm not going to link them all up together. That would be silly. So each layer is going to have its own independent collection system, which will feed into a it will feed into the water system. But I want to make sure that I can fit this 6-tileable. If I can't fit the other one 6-tileable, then it is what it is. So this is the 7-tile height. Because the actual thing is 7 wide. But what I want to know is whether I can fit this like in there kind of thing. Like, is that going to affect the running of the system? Yes, it will. Because that would have to be... Oh, actually, maybe not. I'm going to do the 6-high one first, actually. I was going to do that second. in a sec I might actually put a track on this so that we can leap it round just to simulate the lights flickering on and off. Ah, there we go. That's where it interrupts it. That's where it interrupts it. It's the redstone touch there. I can't get away with that. So, unfortunately, that has answered the question. I knew there was something I was missing. That's answered the question. It has to be 7 high. It can't be 6. I knew there was something. I knew there was a reason for it. And it was just a matter of I needed to find that out by doing that little mock copy. Just make sure that 7 will work, 7 high, and make sure that we don't need like an extra air gap somewhere. But 7 should work. But I will double check to just to build it kind of thing. That was why I wanted to do the 6 height adjustable thing first. Because that was easiest to check. Oh no. And sometimes you get like funny results with the pistons as well. I'll explain what I mean by that in a sec. Yeah, we'll do the oak stairs for the water, because it's the quickest and easiest. Whoops. There we go. Perfect. Do 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 do. And then we want piston, 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 piston. And then just 2 observers facing that direction. With the last little bits. Boop, 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 boop. And I'm pretty sure that that should work. Probably better to kind of like cover that up as well. But that's the essential. So it has to be 7 tall just because of the lighting. That's the thing that makes it larger. Otherwise I could do it 6 tall in height. But because I've got that aesthetically pleasing lighting, I have to do it 7 tall. But I'd rather make it aesthetically pleasing and lose out a little bit on efficiency. But now we know the height of this section here. Let's double check the height of the collection system. Because the collection system is at different heights, right? So I kind of want to break in that way, but I can't break in that way, so let's go we'll walk around. I mean, all of this bit, this is all fine because we can tailor make this for each of the different areas. Obviously there is a little bit of a indent here with that, which is again white. That's okay. Yeah, because this goes taller over there, but it doesn't go as low down. So I want to make sure that that is just as tileable with a 7 wide thing. So it runs off of this signal, so we can replicate that. We've got 1, 2, 3 repeaters into the block there. And then we've got the collection system underneath it, which let's build a staircase down so I can have a look at it from a different angle. Now in that, I believe, yes, is the glass minecart. Whoops, sorry, knocked that. Didn't mean to. So I want to make sure that the bottommost part here there's enough room for this to stack on the top of the topmost part. I think there is. I think there's more than enough, but I don't want the redstone to kind of like... that's not what I wanted. I don't want the redstone to get in the way, if that makes sense. I can get rid of all of this. Oh, I can't get rid of that. That's actually a... Wait, can I? I can get rid of that. We can just test this just so that I know what I'm doing. Yeah, so that block doesn't actually do anything. Neither does that one. Yeah, apart from it blocks the hopper above it, so I guess it kind of does. So that things can't fall in that hopper, but... Wait, that's fine. Oh dear, Australia are doing a lot better than... Oh, that's what I broke. So there was... Oops. There was a thing here with that block there, because that one had a button on so that I can open that. And we've got that there, so it was hidden a little bit more. Okay, noted. Noted. Alright, let's build this up at the back, and then we'll kind of like make sure that it can be tiled. I should be able to do that, I think. So it kind of goes... Oh, do you know what? My brain hurts. Whew. I need to go and get some snacks. I'm gonna be back in a sec. Bear with me. I need to go and get some snacks because my brain's not working because I'm hungry. And I had a headache earlier this morning and it seems to be coming back. So bear with me, I'm gonna go and get some snacks. I'll be back. Sup nerds, I'm back. Sorry about that. So, how's it going? Welcome back. Sorry that took a little bit longer than what I thought it would be. Did you? No, I'm back. I am back. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Okay, so where were we? We were having a look at the collection catcher system that I designed to see whether that was also tileable in the 7 space gap that we've kind of like created. Each tile. So basically what we're doing, I'll give a brief recap. We designed this. I mean, it's just a sugarcane farm, right? But the additional extra that it's got is with the collection system, the lights flicker on and off. The lights flicker off for every time a minecart goes over those rails, right? So like, and the minecart only gets triggered once the harvest initiates. So to kind of like show you what I mean, because I wasn't very clear. Basically, whenever the minecart goes over the detector rails, it turns off the light. Why is that not going? There we go. So I don't know if you saw that, like for a brief second, as the minecart went underneath, it turned off the lights, right? Because I pooped on the track. And you'll see it again here. So that gives a slightly larger footprint to the redstone, which is fine. Like, I don't mind that. Well, I'm more bothered about the aesthetics for this than the efficiency of the actual sugarcane farm itself. Huh. I'm legitimately not sure why the pistons fired multiple times. So anyway, the thing that we were going to have a look at next was the collection system here, and I wanted to make sure that this was tileable in the count of 7 vertically. It should be. Like, I mean, I feel like you can probably tile that in a space of like 5. But I want to make sure on our creative world, before we start like really making a massive hole, before we really start doing that, I want to make sure that this will fit into the spaces that I think it will fit in. So that's kind of what we're doing at the moment. Also, in the background, I do have the cricket, which I realize nobody really cares about, but it's fine. So I think the best way for me to do that to say, bear with me. I think we need to do like kind of a scale replica of this, and it looks like the outer pieces do not have the observers, so that's fine. That's the wrong save, but that's okay. So with this, I've got, in my world, I've got the collection system kind of on this side behind here. So we're just going to build the collection system. We're just going to make sure that it will kind of work the way that I'm thinking it will work. So we want 1, 2. I think the best way to do this is to get the tracks up first to kind of like where they're gonna be, I think. Oh, that's not annoying. Must do something like that, right? The tracks. This is the problem. I can't. I don't have a very good memory, so I have to like keep looking back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, they do. That's exactly what they do. And then we've got 2 stairs up, followed by where the minecart is nestled. Okay, and then once I've got the minecart nestled in the correct place, I'll be able to I'll figure out the rest of the collection system. Just want to make sure I've got these dimensions right, which so this goes up again to there, and then from here but I don't feel like that is in the right space, though. This feels too close to this mechanism back here, like, I don't... I mean, if I have to redesign like the spacing of this, it's gonna be annoying. It's not. I mean, it's that's where I've nestled it. It's right next to the redstone. Look. We've got a 2-block gap from the last piston. So you've got 2 blocks, then that's where the redstone line goes. But it just doesn't, I don't think I've built that. Something's wrong in the what's it world. Yeah, okay, I see where I've gone wrong. There needs to be a 2-block gap between the pistons, which is what this is. That's where the minecart sits. Let's put a minecart on there. I'll just do that for the time being so it doesn't just like randomly fly off. So that's where the minecart's sitting, and then it kind of goes around the thingy like that. Cool. So now we need the fence gate, which should be there, maybe? No, it's got to be there. It's got to be this one. We need... I'm gonna do red concrete for this because then I know, then I can differentiate between the different. That has to be like this, which would mean that the redstone line probably comes up from here, and then I've got like repeaters going into a block on top of this, and then the line from there to there, I would imagine. Maybe it wraps around like that. And then underneath this block, this is where we have our hoppers. So we need... dispenser. Would it be a dispenser or a dropper? Probably a dropper. And then that's where the what's it is. So I need a wall. This is always the most tedious thing to set up, is this thing. Minecart hopper. But I need to push it as far that way as possible, which is why I needed the... Oh, I need the train tracks. The tracks. So I think this system needs to be set up first. Then we have like glass so it doesn't move. Piston. Ah. Cool. So that should now wedge the minecart hopper there, which now means... Okay. And then this is where the dispenser is. Or dropper, rather. So that will be the bubble vator, which would then mean that I need to bring the signal out around here, maybe, or... How do I normally do that? Hold on, I need to have a look because I can't remember how I've managed to make it fit in the space that we're on. I'm potentially not quite 100% accurate. Oh, I need to get around the other side. It's always a pain. Oh, I see. I've not done it. Okay. Yeah, okay. I see what I'm doing. That makes sense. That makes more sense, actually. I was smarter in the past than what I am now. I was smarter. Also, hey, Kath, how are you, by the way? I didn't say hey, as usual. Wait. And then I guess the comparator comes off of there, doesn't it? Comparator, please. So as soon as that's got any signal going, that will go into this position here, which will So I need an observer facing upside down on this block. I might have done this backwards. I am doing it backwards, actually. Yeah, I think I decided to do it the other way around before. So I think in the actual world it is like that. So we'll do it that way because there's more room at the back here anyway. We'll do it the way that's in the world. It makes more sense. Recovery compass. That's an actual thing? Weird. I'll have to look into that at some point, because that could be quite fun. A recovery compass. So that goes into there, which needs to like instantly power a or it needs to like turn off a piston, because if I put in a sticky piston here, we want this to be turned on. I want that to be powered. So how are we doing that? We're doing that with a redstone torch. With a block there, like that, nice and simple. And this pointing upside down. I think that's about as elegant as I can make it, I think. Cool. Okay, so I want to make sure that none of this overlaps or interferes up here, right? So if I build the exact same thing, it's not going to overlap or interfere, which would include the rail as well. So that's the whole point in this, because now if I throw, say, those in there, which wasn't picked up by the minecart. There you go. It will automatically spurt out stuff. And it should do it like equally, right? Like if I put in a stack and then another stack, it should just throw out the entire stack like in one go. That will go into the water stream and then go off to storage, which I can worry about when we're in the save, because as long as I've got this set up, I want to make sure that it, you know, I don't know if I'm making any sense. So there you go. So okay, so the system there, that definitely works. Let's build this on a better scale. Sorry, not a better scale. Let's build this up here. So I want to make sure that this is tileable in the correct space. Which I can't see why it wouldn't be, but it's always worth kind of checking, I guess. That's what I need to put down first. I need to put down the dropper. That way? No, I always get that wrong. can already tell it's tileable. I can already tell it's fine, it's gonna work, but I just want to have a full proof of concept here before we do start mining. I mean, that was the worrying bit, was whether or not that would overlap here and interfere with this redstone at some point, but it's not even close. And to be honest, I kind of could already see that it wasn't even close, but I wanted to make sure that it would work. So we can stack this. It is tileable. It is okay for me to do this. So yeah, we'll get cracking with that, shall we? I don't see the point in doing any more of those, like building any more of those in Replica, because it's all gonna fit. As far as I can tell, like the entirety of the whole system will fit in this 7-block thing. It's a shame that I can't do it in a 6-block gap, but yeah, that's the disadvantage of having the footprint of the lighting system as well. But I want that lighting system. I think it's going to look cool when they're flashing on and off. Also, it will mean that the whole thing is lit. I think it'll look cooler. Okay, so now we need to mark down it's 7 blocks from the tallest observer, because the observer... So how far down do we want to go? Should we just like dig down and then work out where we're starting building later? Or should we probably mark this out? I think we should properly mark this out, and we can do that with like the granite and the diorite, and that will give us a way to really mark out where the next thing's gonna start, and so on and so forth. Like, so the lowest point is there, so we want, whoops, ugh. I'm gonna do it on this side actually. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. I can only just reach it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Now we can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. Okay, cool. So that's going to give us a kind of like an idea visually, a visual idea of how far down we can go, like how far down we want to go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different stacks available to us right now. But we obviously, we want to go at least 10. So we've got quite a way to go. But now that we've got the beacon in place, now we know how far we're going down. Did I... I must have pillared up at some point. I don't remember doing that. Don't remember doing that. I think I was counting. I think that's what must have been what I did, but I generally have no recollection of doing it. Good afternoon, Discount. How are you, sir? Oh, this is so much nicer doing it this way. One, two, three. Whoops. 3. Why? 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. So that's the 7. That's that diorite piece is 7. Nice to stop for a second. Been running around. What have you been doing today? I was running around this morning. And it's all the fault of an electrical appliance retailing company that we shall call Murray's. Getting my fucking orders wrong. Not that I'm bitter or anything. So I decided to bypass the freaking retailer and buy the thing I wanted directly from the manufacturer. I needed a new vacuum cleaner, basically. And the retailer... So on Tuesday, I went to a retailer when I was kind of like knocking around. And I was like, oh, hey, is this vacuum on do you have it in stock? And they were like, no, which is fair enough, you know. It was like kind of the spur of the moment. Went into the store to see if... to see if they had what I needed in what I wanted in stock. I hadn't planned to do it. It was kind of obviously a, you know, a spur of the moment thing. So I went in store and they said, no, they don't have it in stock, which was fair enough, but we can order it in stock. And I was like, well, I don't usually come to this store. My local store is, you know, one of your other stores. Could you get it so it's delivered there for me, please? And they were like, yep, sure, absolutely, we can do that. Payment is obviously upon pickup of the product, so I thought, you know what, that's the end of the day. Cool, excellent. I can go home and I'll pick it up Friday evening after I finish work, because it would, you know, just easier. Yesterday evening, I went to the retailer, which we shall call Murray, or Murray's, and it wasn't in store. It wasn't in stock, and I was like, well, they had it. They assured me at the other store that they were going to order it in for this store. Can you just check that the order went through and this, that, and the other? And I'm like, nope, we have no record of this. Don't know what you're talking about. Okay. And then they were like, well, maybe you should check online. You can order it online. You can get it delivered to this store. But yeah, unfortunately not today. So I'm like, fine. So then went home that evening, yesterday evening, checked online. They wouldn't let me deliver it to the store that I wanted it to be delivered to. So I couldn't do that. And but they did say that another store 20 miles away from where I live does have it in stock. So this morning I went out to that store and it wasn't in stock, and hasn't been in stock for the last like 4 months. So I was a little bit annoyed. Meanwhile, there was no phone call, no like phone number or anything like that for me to be able to get in contact with them to make sure before I have to go like 20 miles out of my way to get something, you know, to separate myself from quite a lot of money for a brand new vacuum cleaner. So I was like, you know what, sod this. I'm not using Murray's. I'm gonna go direct to from the manufacturer, and apparently it's getting delivered today, and I only ordered it like this morning, so it's like quite a quick turnaround. That being said, what I will say, I have had the notification that the delivery has been dispatched and it's on the way, and they've given me a tracking thing, but the tracking thing isn't working. It does say it takes a few hours for the tracking link to go live, so I only got the notification that... Yeah, no, it's still not working. I only got the notification that it was dispatched like an hour and a half ago, so... might be that it just hasn't gone live yet. But, yeah, is it weird that I'm excited to get a brand new vacuum cleaner? I don't... Is this what a midlife crisis is? Like, just being... Is this what it is like to have a very sad life? On a Friday night, you're excited to get a freaking vacuum cleaner. Saturday morning, you know... Am I washed? Is that how my life's turned out? The most exciting thing that I get is a brand new vacuum cleaner. Okay. I don't know. So yeah. I don't know why I'm filling in those holes. I'm about to do it. I had a similar issue with Murray's. Moved into new house, needed a cooker, went out. That one fits my gap. Can we have this one? Those please. Oh, we don't keep it in stock. We'll have to order it 2 weeks. Yeah, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Why does it take 2 weeks? I mean, I get that they can't keep everything in stock in every single store, but I mean, and for me, I think the thing that really annoyed me was the fact that the website had said that it was in stock, like and it's a vacuum cleaner, right? Like, why not keep vacuum cleaners in freaking stock? Like, they're only small appliances. I kind of get washing machines and that sort of stuff. So what's the advantage of the store over the internet? Yeah, I know, right? Like, what is the advantage? Well, the thing is that their website doesn't even freaking work. So it's like, because it was giving me wrong data. So it's like, well, what is the advantage of having a retailer at all? Why not just go directly to the manufacturer? Like, what is the point in going to the retailer? It doesn't... I don't know. It doesn't make sense for me, other than using them as, like, a browsing window to see what is on offer. Also, the one that I'm getting direct from the manufacturer is a better color anyway, so it's like... I don't know. I feel like the retailer that we shall name Murray's is honestly, there's no way it's going to be able to survive much longer, because I've heard stories like this quite regularly. Regular things. I mean, it shows you, like, you've had a similar kind of problem. My parents have had a similar problem with them as well, and it's like, it's not exactly great. I'm gonna go through this pick if I'm not careful. I don't want to break the pick. We spent 2 weeks living off a camping stove. Yeah, that's annoying. And a steamer. Yeah, no, I mean, the website clearly doesn't work properly as well, right? Like, if it's giving false data out. I wasn't able to order it to my home from their website, and it's like, why do you not just do delivery? Like, what are you doing? Yeah. Have since discovered a local independent retailer who have been awesome when required over the years. Yeah, I mean, for anything like washing machines and things like that, like ovens, I probably would use an independent retailer. More local businesses, that sort of thing. I can't see how Murray's can compete with them, honestly. I don't, the business model is just obviously broken. But the thing that I think the thing that really annoyed me was the fact that the customer service operator pretty much made out that it was my fault. It's like, it's not my fault. I'm trying to give you money. Like, come on now. I'm trying to exchange my hard-earned money for a product or a service that you are providing and you're not providing it. How is this my fault? Like, what? How is this my fault? So, I don't know. A little bit frustrating, so. 65. I've got to be very careful here because I don't want to. 54. And that's as much. That's as low as I will do with this pick. Yeah, a little bit more. No more now. So let's go and make some cobblestone then. We'll get another pick. Also, I'm going to make some more of this so I can go further down. Oh, of course. I knew there'd be another one somewhere. There's always another one. Right, I need to swap out my pick because I don't really want to use up my Silk Touch pick because I think it's the only Silk Touch pick I have. But I do want an Efficiency 5 pick next. So let's have a look, see if we can find another Efficiency 5 pick if I've got one. I've definitely got a Fortune Efficiency 5. There's Efficiency 5. That's Efficiency 4. That's Efficiency 5. I'm going to use the one that doesn't have mending first, because then if that breaks, it's not the end of the world. I'm pretty sure I found that anyway. So we'll use that one first. I don't actually own another Silk Touch pick, so maybe that's something that we should look at getting in the future. But I need another axe as well. Like a spare axe. Yeah. So we're making cobblestone now, but this is good because I will need the cobblestone for redstone stuff anyway. Like the amount of like droppers and things that we need. Right, let's... There we go. We'll do that. We'll go down that far. For the time being. I'll add those on there just so that I know where they are. What Y level are we on? We're on Y level 34 now, so 1, 2. So I need 5 more of those. No! It's not what I was after, but sure. Okay, let's try not to break that again. Hey, you know what we should do while we're fortune mining? We should have our silk touch pick in our offhand, and that will heal as we're going. And I'm going to put down some more chests, creating an even bigger chest monster. Actually, let's put down a few more. There we go. Don't hit the scaffolding. I didn't hit it. We're good. We're good. Uh-oh. That's the wind blowing closed doors in my house that I left open by mistake. It sounds like someone slamming doors in my house, but it's not true. There we go. Here we go. This is how we heal a silk touch pick. Have it in the offhand. Not that that's really going to give us that much of a healing, I guess. How much did it actually heal? Yeah, only like 60. Only gave us like 20 points worth. I think it was on like 44 before. Gonna be a little bit more adventurous here, and we're gonna go 3 down. Oh no! That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. I can hear the angle grinder outside through my microphone, not not through my headphones. So it's like, sorry, through my headphones, but not from outside. I can only hear it from the microphone. So it only like kind of comes on when I go quiet. I know they've been kind of like doing it all day, but while I'm talking, I can't hear it. And then if I go silent, I kind of can. Apart from it's not going at the moment. At least I don't think it is. Grind away, grind away. I don't know whether I can be bothered to go through the deep slate. so we might not do it all the way down through to bedrock. I don't see what I would gain. I guess if I went down through to bedrock, that would give me another at least 9 layers worth of this, worth of the so I could probably do like 19 layers of the sugarcane farm itself. I'm so glad that we grinded to get the beacon though, because that was definitely worth it. I need to put my glasses back on. Can have a sneak peek at the cricket real quick. Okay, yeah, I mean, okay, it's fine. Okay, look what we found. We found the edge of a cave. This is interesting. That's annoying, actually, because that means that the hole is not near the cave. Like, we can do, like, I'll do the edge of the cave so that on this side I know that there's something here, if that makes sense. Yeah, I've got the cricket up on one of my monitors, so every so often I glance over and look at the score. If you wonder why I just like go blank and start like looking over, that's why. Oh, I really wish there was a way of, like, sorting out my inventory. Just need more, like, we just need more inventory space. That's kind of like the main thing, I think. Alright, let's get, a stack of the granite and maybe some diorite just so that I can mark out where the next layers are. Granite, diorite, there we go, okay. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that one would be number 1 again. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So we've got 6 different layers worth of the iron, of the sugarcane itself. I wouldn't mind 10 different layers. That would be pretty cool. I think that would create quite a lot of sugarcane quite quick. What level are we on? We're on level 29. So I guess we just keep going. The whole digging game starts here. There we go. I was wondering if we had one. So we've got a little bit of less digging. That's all coming from this bit here. Wait, no, that means that there's like a cave network directly above that. That's so weird. But I have been down this way at some point. Yeah. Okay, well, it's a dead end anyway, so we shall block that off. That's pretty cool. It just means a little less digging, so that's a good thing for me. It's annoying that I don't get insta-mine when I'm flying. Completely understandable as well. I feel like that would be weird. Okay, this is, I'm not gonna lie, this is not the most riveting thing I think I've ever done on stream. Maybe this is just something I need to do off stream, maybe. I don't know. It's one of those jobs that needs doing, and I can't do the cool stuff until I get this part of the stuff done, and, you know, it's very grindy. But, like, can you imagine what this would be like without the beacon? I mean, we did do quite a lot of this without the beacon, actually. Don't know how much cobblestone I'll actually need though, this is the thing. Hey Serenity, how's it going? I'm digging out a hole, basically, for my sugarcane farm. So yeah, I'm digging out a hole for my sugarcane farm at the moment, and not gonna lie, it is a little bit tedious. Yay, sugarcane! I know, right? Like, that's fun. The sugarcane bit's fun, but the hole digging is not. But I do have the power of a beacon now, and that makes me feel at least a little bit better. Like, it's definitely going quicker with the beacon. So that's 4. Five, 6, 7. Okay, so that's as far down as the diorite will go. So that is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers. How many layers of the sugarcane stuff did we originally want? I think I did say 7 originally, but my ambitions and greed Getting to the better of me. Something else that we might want to consider doing, like all of the horrible bits along the walls and stuff, replace that with just plain stone. Which doesn't help these bits, which are cobblestone. Go to bedrock levels of sugarcane. I'm not gonna... I don't know. Maybe... I did say maybe bedrock with it. The disadvantage of that is that I would have to create the hole all the way through the deep slate levels, right? And I think below me at deep slate level is a giant cavern, so I do have to be careful when I hit the deep slate, because I'll be going into the cavern there, and I do want to use that cavern for other things. So I'm probably not going to go all the way down to bedrock Serenity. But I do think I'll probably go to at least to the end of the stone levels. TNT explosions. I don't really have a source of number 1 sand and number 2 gunpowder at the moment, so TNT explosions is not a good idea. We've got another cave. There's a lot of these like little snippets of cave interlacing everywhere. I'm guessing this goes down to... No, it doesn't. I thought that might open up down into the... I mean, cave is good. Cave means less digging, so... I would rather have the copper than the cobblestone. I'm getting pretty tired. How long have I been streaming for? About 2 hours. Just over 2 hours, but I did take a huge break in the middle. I'll be honest, I'm not gonna go for too long today. It was only gonna be a short stream. But I am feeling like that kind of stuff, lethargic. It doesn't help that all I'm doing is digging a hole, which is not exactly the most riveting. I think, at least you have a beacon. I decided the entire glacier without one today. De-iced an entire glacier. As in... Yeah, I'll have to decide what I'm going to do the walls with here. No snow, no ice, just rocks. Then foundation for a castle. Nice. Without a beacon. That sounds like a bit of a slog. Okay, chat, I'm not gonna lie. This is not... I think I'm just gonna have to keep coming to this every so often. Just do little bits of this at a time. But I just had a sudden wave of fatigue hit me, so I'm probably gonna call it a day so I can work on D&D for potentially next week. I know we don't have a Genis next week, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm going to have a bit of time off now, and I'll work on D&D stuff. I might have a nap actually. I feel like I need a nap. I don't know why. I'm tired. I've got all of a sudden gone very, very lethargic. So yeah, no. I realized today's stream was a lot of messing around and creative, and then digging. We've done. I mean, we went from there down to here, so we've done a few layers. But I mean, I've hardly really done much digging. A lot of it was messing around and creative. But now we know the size of the actual sugarcane farm. We know it's tileable to 7 blocks, not 6, because of testing. I could probably, if I really focused on it, I could probably make it tileable by 6, but I'd have to change the design, which means that I would have to get rid of that sugarcane bit up there, and I can't be bothered. Well, I don't know. I feel like if I'm putting this much effort into it, maybe I should be bothered to redesign it. But I quite like this sugarcane farm that we're doing. But I'm gonna have to not do any more digging, at least while I'm streaming. I might do some later this evening, but I'll pop like a. I'll probably do it when the racing's on or something like that. But yeah, no, I'm feeling a bit. I'm feeling a little bit washed out today. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's because I've had a lot of, running around out in the car, and I'm tired. So I'm gonna call it. Thank you very much for stopping by. Have a good night, evening, noon, insert time zone here. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Until next time, later nerds.